one is something that everybody thinks they know how to do it, but a lot of people screw up, right? And that is how to write a stunning email using something called as the magic prompt formula. So let's say you want AI. You are one of those lazy people like me, and you want AI to write an email for you because you don't want to write the full email. So what do? You go to ChatGPT, and this is something very simple. Everybody will like, we know that. We already know that. But let me show you what most of people do. They write something like this. Right? Sorry, my bad. I have a note so that I don't waste time with every prompt written, which I'm going to share with you people as well. Some people write something like this. Write an email inviting 100 email subscribers of Growth School to the generative AI workshop for $49. Let's say this is the email that you want to send to your audience. Let's say you're the marketer of Growth School and you want to write an email to the audience of Growth School, inviting them to a workshop like this, right? What would you do? So you would write a simple prompt like this and you send the button. We're using the free version of ChatGPT. And here's an email. Join our generative AI workshop for $49. Limited spots available. Hi, name. We are excited to invite you to the Growth School's exclusive generative AI workshop. Whether you want to upskill, explore AI, everything is there. It also covers, here's what you can expect. The workshop date, duration, price. There's a nice little link for people to reserve their seats as well. And it nicely ends towards the end saying, got questions? Why don't you reply to this email? From a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate this email? From a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate an email like this? Let me know in the chat. Someone says 3 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 2 out of 10. Ouch, that's harsh. 6 out of 10, okay-ish. Do you guys want to make this into a 10 out of 10? Should we make this into a 10 out of 10? Let's do that right now. Right? To do that, you guys need to learn your way around how to write great prompts. Okay, what we just did was a very simple prompt. And here is how a good prompt looks like. So if you want AI to come up with a great email, you have to come up with a prompt like this. And I'm going to show you why I did what I did so that you can also write these prompts all by yourself. Don't worry about it. So just to write an email, this is how I wrote the prompt. You're an experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy. Write a launch email for a new workshop of Growth School on generative AI. Write an email inviting existing users of the workshop. Make sure the copy is over the top fun and designed to resonate with an audience of 22 years old who are trying to figure out ChatGPT. Focus a lot on folks working on marketing, tech, product design roles, and also talk to them about interesting things that will be covered. Include a review of someone. So what did I do? If I want my assistant or my intern to write an email for me, I'm not going to say just write an email and send. I'm going to be a little more descriptive. And that's exactly what I've done here with this prompt. But there's a method to the madness, okay, on why I wrote how I wrote. That is because I followed something called as the magic prompt formula. Magic prompt formula has 4 different sections to it. Number 1, you need to include the context. Number 2, you have to give a task. Number 3, you have to give instructions on what to follow. And if possible, also give out an example or data. Now, let's break this prompt down so that you understand why I wrote and how I wrote so that you can do this better. The context is you're an experienced email copywriter who has written for brands like Ogilvy and Uber. This is context. Why is this important? The moment I add this line, what happens is this large language models like ChatGPT starts thinking, how do brands like Ogilvy and Uber write? They go read about that stuff or research about that stuff from the knowledge graph and get all the good things on how to craft a great email. Next, I give out a task. And the task is write a launch email for the new workshop on Growth School. That is done. That's a task. And finally, I give a set of instructions and data. What are these instructions? I say, make sure this is fun, designed to resonate with an audience of 22+ year olds. And lot of my users are marketing, tech, product, and design roles. So I'm giving a lot of instructions on how my audience is so that it can craft an email that will resonate with my audience, which is extremely important, right? And that is how I came up with the prompt. So each one of you, next time when you're writing a prompt, use this formula, use this structure, take a screenshot if you can. Now, let's do a test trial or a test run of this prompt. And now tell me, what do you think of this email right now when we followed the magic prompt formula? All right. Ready to crush 2024? Unlock generative AI mastery with WebHost Cynthia. Hello there, fellow Trailblazer. If you're in marketing, tech, product, or design, and you're not using generative AI to work smarter or harder, you're missing out big time. But don't worry, we got something game-changing for you. Introducing the Generative AI Workshop by none other than WebHost Cynthia. Yours truly. The guy who's been shaking up LinkedIn with viral content and growth hacks. And trust us, the session is going to be mind-blowing. Why you need to be here? Here is the thing. And the best part, everything that is covered. And here's a testimonial. Save my spot. And there's a nice little sweet little PS which says, be quick. Seats are limited. People are already snatching them like the last slice of pizza. Now, for this email, which I asked it to be over the top fun, what do you think about the result? From a scale of 1 to 10 right now. Somebody is like, man, that's too long of an email. You know what? Let's make it short. I just say, make it shorter, but retain the style. That's it. You ask it to make it shorter, you ask it to retain the style, it will cut it down to the size that you want to as well. Right? This is something called as chain prompting. You can continue to talk to AI till you get something that you want. But you know what? Can I tell you a fun fact? I probably sent over 100 million emails in the last 12 months. Guess what? When it comes to emails, when you are doing storytelling and you're descriptive, longer emails work better than shorter emails. Shorter emails work great when you're doing a personalized one-on-one email. Okay. So that's a quick tip. Not sure if you guys were interested about it, but there you go. All right. That is what I wanted to quickly cover on this. How many of you have ever written a cold email? How many of you guys have ever written a cold email? For all those people who have no idea what a cold email is, cold email is basically sending an email to someone who you have never met, who you don't know of, right? And the reason why you send an email is so that you can get their attention. It could be for a job, it could be closing, it could be to get like a client, it could be to get mentorship, it could be about anything, right? Cold emails are one of the most powerful tools out there to connect and reach out to phenomenal people out there, right? Now, writing a cold email is not an easy job, because for you to be able to write a great cold email, guys, how many of you guys have at least received a cold email where someone has said, hi Joe, or hi Glenn, or hi Jeffries, or hi Mike. You know what? I work for this company XYZ, and we sell this beautiful service. Would love to get your time. Can I talk to you? How many of you guys got these cold emails in your lives? Me in the chat, guys. Me in the chat. There you go. A lot of you guys have got these cold emails. The fundamental problem with this cold emails is the fact that most of the cold emails are borderline, they basically suck. And the reason why they suck is because most of the people who create these cold emails, right, don't do enough work. What if I wanted to write an email to Joe and I tell Joe that, hey, Joe, you know what? I was looking up your LinkedIn and I saw a recent post that you have made on, let's say, the very cool workshop that you recently attended by Growth School. I see even at the time that you're in, with all the experience that you have, you're consistently learning. I see that you're running a company and we have this incredible solution that we built, right? Which I think will be great for your business XYZ. Would you want to have a chat with me, or just reply no? It's about personalization that gets people excited, that gets a reply. But for you to do that, you have to spend 3-4 hours researching about the person. In this case, I have to research about Joe, right? I made up a bunch of stuff right now. That's a different story. But how can we get AI to do all this research for us so that we can save 3 to 4 hours or whatever time that we can to write a great cold email, right? Today, AI can do that. And we use a very, very cool tool, completely free of cost. And that is called as Copilot, which is by Microsoft. Okay, that's what we use. There you go. This is how Copilot looks like. So all I have to do is write this prompt, craft a highly personalized cold email. I don't know why it is in Spanish for some weird reason for me, but cold email addressing the founder of Growth School. Let's say in this use case, right? The use case that I've built for the cold email is, let's say someone wants to apply for a job inside of Growth School and the person is writing me an email. How can they write a super personalized cold email? I'm saying ensure the email demonstrates thorough research by referencing the founder's recent social media activity and recent media coverage related to the company. Here is some information about me, and that's a LinkedIn of one of my friends for this demo. All I do is click on the send button. And if everything goes right, there you go. It says hi WebHub. Why is it saying hi WebHub? It went out there and researched who the founder of Growth School is because it has access to the internet. And it automatically came up with hi WebHub. I hope this email finds you well. My name is Chandana. I recently came across your inspiring journey with Growth School. As someone deeply passionate about edtech and growth marketing, I was particularly intrigued by your recent podcast episode on 100x Entrepreneurs podcast. How did AI know that I recently did a podcast? Because it did a research. It went on reading about me on the internet to include that stuff. You see this, it goes on. Your recent media coverage, especially the announcement of Growth School's $5 million seed investment by Sequoia, is truly impressive. It's evident that your vision, you get the point, guys? It is literally reading up content on the internet about the company, about the person, and it is crafting a personalized cold email. How incredibly powerful is this? If someone had to do this manually, it's going to take a couple of hours for sure. But AI is able to do all of that just right away. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, drop a comment, boom, in the chat so that I know that I'm keeping you guys interested, because you know what? You guys have taken the time out to learn. So you guys have made that investment of time. I want to make sure that I'm giving you value. Guys, we'll take the questions towards the end, if you may allow me, or else the flow will break and I'll get carried away and whatnot. I'm not great with it. So we'll take questions towards the end so that we'll go on the flow. All right, moving on. Summarize anything on the web and chat with it. How many of you guys have had this feeling that I wish there was a way I could have consumed 15 different, blog articles on a single day? I wish I could read more. There's so much of content out there on the internet. I wish I could read more. How many of you guys have felt this before? Me in the chat. Me in the chat. And as you do that, I'm going to pull up an article. Every day. Awesome. I'll solve this problem for you for once and for all. Just give me a second. I'm going to pull something up. All right. Got something. Let's say, I mean, you can absolutely do this for everything. All right. Let's say there's a blog article that you came across and you're like, dude, I don't want to go through this whole long article. All right. I wish someone could quickly summarize this and give me answers. And I wish there's a way for me to talk to this blog article and ask doubts. Right. How do I do that? So what we do at Growth School is not just teach, but also build. So we built an incredible Chrome extension, which you guys can see right here with the Growth School icon. I will tell you towards the end on how you can grab this as well for free, that too. Don't worry about it. And all you have to do is when I tap on this Chrome extension, this beautiful little sidebar opens up with a lot of options, right? First, it says summarize this page, chat with this page, and there's a bunch analyze data on this page. There's a bunch of things inside. I don't want to go through the whole Chrome extension. I want to show you how we use it and how I use it every day, right? I can simply say summarize this page. And what AI will do is it'll quickly go to the blog article and give you a summary right inside of the same browser. So you don't have to copy text, go to ChatGPT, paste it, ask for outcomes, ask for answers, right? I just simply ask the question, summarize, and here is a nice little summary. You know what? I don't have the patience to read it. I just want to ask questions. I'm like, it's an article of Growth School raising $5 million of seed round. This happened a couple of years back. So I'm going to simply ask a question. I'm curious, who invested? I don't want to sit and read the article. Let AI do the reading. There you go. The $5 million seed round of Growth School was led by Sequoia Capital India and Owl Ventures and 80 plus angel investors. All right. Austin Alred, Shan Puri, Eric Su, bunch of people invested. Great. Did Elon Musk invest? I don't know. I'm curious. I can ask whatever questions I want. Did Elon Musk invest? Elon Musk did not invest. That's too bad for Elon, not for me. But I wish that happened, right? But you can get the idea here. It can simply chat. Now I can ask, why did they raise, and how much revenue are they doing? I can ask whatever I want, and AI is going to read through it and give me answers if it is in the article. Growth School raised $5 million to build a robust tech platform, new areas and all. The revenue figures for Growth School are not disclosed in this information. The reason why I added this question is you can see this. It didn't make up stuff. It told that information is not present in the article. So I'm sorry, I can't help you. And of course, you can ask it to make it shorter or whatever. You can continue to play with it, right? So this is how you can simply jump on article to article, whatever you want to read, get AI to do all the hard work for you, read it and give you the outputs that you want. Guys, drop a comment cool in the chat if you think this is cool. These are super handy. Trust me when I say this, I use this every single day because I'm lazy and I want to consume as much information as possible. Right? And someone who says it's too long, I can just say, can you make it shorter? And it will make it shorter. As simple as that. Now, let's take it a notch up, all right? How many of you guys have come across like a Joe Rogan podcast? You want to listen to the podcast, but it's freaking 4 hours long. And you were like, I wish someone could watch this podcast on behalf of me and give me the top insights. How many of you guys have felt this? Long ass podcast, don't have the time. You wish someone could do it for you. And that someone, like I said, could be your AI, right? And let me show you an example on how to do that. Again, this is a YouTube video. You can see this. This is
feeling of these creators, a lot of creators
like
who don't want to sell.
It's a podcast, not a podcast. It's like a talk at GSV ASU Summit. This was with this guy is the founder of Udemy. This is Nas Daily, like one of the biggest creators of the world. This is, I mean, you can see there's a bunch of people on the talk, and it's a 41-minute long video. The reason why I've not gone into even longer video because it takes slightly longer. So I came up with a 40-minute video to give you guys an example, right? Let's say this video you came across about creator economy and you wanted a summary of this. Again, the same Chrome extension, when you open, this time it opens up new options. It says create chapters from video, summarize video, chat with video. Each of these options are available. Let's use a newer option. It's a long video. I want to get an outline of that. So I just tap on the button, create chapters, and AI will go through this whole video. Okay, you can see this. It is going through the whole video. And it is giving me a breakdown of all the chapters right here so that I can jump in and do whatever I want. Right? Once this is done, let's say there are topics, monetization challenges. So let's say there is something about monetization challenges and I don't want to, like, if I tap here,
which you are not an expert at,
take me to monetization challenges, but I don't want to do that. I will be like, give me top insights from monetization challenges. So I'm like, I'm interested in the monetization challenges bit, right? Just explain me what that is. And it gives me an elaborate explanation of everything that is covered in the video. And somebody was like, this is a little long. So I'll be like, can you short it? Can you make it shorter? And it'll obviously directly make it shorter and give you the output as well. There you go. Much shorter, 2 point. Guys, having the ability to be able to talk to a video in form of chat is absolutely crazy. Imagine the amount of information that you can consume. This is a Growth School extension, and I'm going to tell you guys how you guys can get access to it towards the end. My team will also share a link with you guys. Like I said, towards the end, you don't have to worry. All right. Superb. Moving on. I'll tell you a funny incident, right? Has anyone ever been to Tokyo, Japan? Anyone here? I'm just looking. Yes, I see a bunch of you. All of you guys will resonate with what I'm going to say you right now. Don't you guys think the subway, if you want to use the subway of Tokyo, it's almost impossible? There are 32 freaking lanes. Someone is already in Tokyo. Awesome. There are 32 freaking lanes in Tokyo, okay? Tokyo subway. And if you want to get to any location, and if you're new to the place, you are lost, my friend. It's going to be a pain in the ass, right? Now, here's the thing. I wish there was something which could have helped me then. But today, AI has become a solution for that. Now, do you guys want to learn how to make AI read things from images for free? Somebody is like, oh, you wanted to sell the Growth School Chrome extension. That's why you're talking about it. Absolutely not. You will not get an option to buy the product. It's going to be free. Yes, AI today has the capability to read from images, and it is mind blowing. It's called as vision. Okay. And let me show you how that works. How many of you guys, when you look at a dashboard like this, it paranoids you? And you're like, I wish there was someone who could explain me, like I'm 5-year-old, what is there inside of this. Just drop a me in the chat, guys. Just drop a me in the chat. I want to see how many of you guys actually, because it is a major problem for me, right? It's too overwhelming, right? So what do I do these days? Nothing. I take a screenshot of the dashboard, come to this brilliant tool, which is also the free version that I'm using in this case. I use this brilliant tool called as Claude, which is a competitor to ChatGPT. It's phenomenal when it comes to GPT vision. That is, it is phenomenal when it comes to analyzing text on images and analyzing images and whatnot. I take a screenshot, drop it right in here, and I say, explain me what's in the image, like I'm 5, and also give me top insights from the data so that I can use them to make my business better. Whatever you guys want from that image, right? And there you go. Let me explain you like you are 5. Okay. This is a colorful picture that shows you how money moves in and out, because I said 5 years, right? I said 5 years. So this is a colorful picture that shows you how money moves in and out of business, kind of like keeping track of your piggy bank. The blue number in the top is 6,000, I think it's about $6 million, is money that other people owe the business. Kind of when friends borrow your toys and promise you to give back. The red number, which is about this, is the money that the business owes to the others. You see how it is explaining the whole dashboard, like you are a kid. That is the beauty. And to make your business better, because I asked for it, try to collect money faster from people that owe you. Your inventory takes 10 days to sell. See if you can make it faster. You pay your bills in 28 days. This is good. It'll let you keep your money longer. AI trying to be funny. And your business seems to be better than last in the year plan ahead of slower early months. Guys, the beauty of this is that it is able to go through the content, go through the image, and it's able to give you insights. That is the power of AI, right? This is absolutely mind-blowing when I came across this. So folks, quickly, it's been almost an hour since I've been yabbing. How is it going so far? From a scale of 1 to 10. Troublemakers, stay away, please. They're